Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins and Trevor.
Of the person that you're dreaming about. So I think there's a lot of thought there. This is why this specific subject was very, very interesting and piqued my interest because I could talk about it all day. But I'll hand the reins back over now.
Yeah, no, that's interesting stuff that you said there. And again, it brings home this business of why we need to sleep, which they've never really found out why. The fact is, we are asked every day, every night, to utterly relinquish our consciousness. And actually, just thinking about that's quite a statement, because we tend to think of our lives as permanently at it, permanently on it. But actually, we willingly shut ourselves down. But, it's not only that. You say about subconscious, unconscious. It really is a form of unconsciousness, because not only are we unconscious, but for much of the time, we're paralysed as well. You probably know that as well. I'll say in a minute about the various stages of sleep, but in the majority of that sleep, there's various cycles, which I'll say about, as I say, but for much of that sleep, we are literally paralysed. There are exceptions. It's rare that some people do not get paralysed, and during their hallucinations, which we call dreams, of course, they can be thrashing about and kicking. And I know one or two people who've said to me in the past that they do that, or their partner does that to them. So it's exceptional that you're not paralysed, but most of us are actually paralysed. And the safety factor there clearly is that in a dream, if we were very frightened in a nightmare or something, we might try and get up and run and all sorts of things. I mean, there is a thing of sleepwalking, isn't there, which I've not really ever looked at that. But yeah, these hallucinations or dreams clearly play quite a part. And I do agree with you, sometimes they're so vivid that they seem like another dimension. And funnily enough, even the other night I had a dream, which is over time it's been a bit of a recurring dream. And so when this dream happened, and as you say, we're looking at the dream, we're part of it through our own eyes. When it happened, I was saying to people, is this a dream? Because I've been dreaming this for a long time, but is it a dream? And I was asking myself that question. And then I remember saying, no, this is not a dream. This is real. This is really happening. I mean, it wasn't a terrible thing, but it was really happening. And it was a couple of nights ago, and it was only yesterday during the day, I suddenly thought, well, I really believed that was reality. And sometimes dreams are like an alternative reality for us, and they can be very frightening. To say about the stages of dreaming, the first stage is when we relinquish our consciousness, usually between 5 and 15 minutes. And that's very restorative. It's very recuperative, that part. And it goes into the second part of the cycle, the second phase, which is light sleeping. And that usually takes about another 20 minutes, but we really sometimes feel we're still awake. So it's kind of a midway situation. The third stage is very deep sleep, where if somebody tried to rouse us, to wake us, they would have a real job to do that. It may be something.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.